from CNN of D.C. Metro police officer Michael Fanone, who is describing facing these violent rioters. And to be clear, I think people can grok and understand the difference between any violence that we saw in the context of actual protests that took place over the summer. But this was, people showed up for this purpose here, which was to break into, you don't hey man, I'm here at this protest. I wish we had stuff to construct a gallows, right? That's not just a coincidence that they had material to construct a gallows.
Oh, they just came across a pile of gallows, a how-to kit?
Yeah, exactly.
They got it from Home Depot, or someone just dropped it off on their way.
Let's be clear what was going on. Play this clip. It's really disturbing.
I was just, trying to fight as best I could. I remember, guys were stripping me of my gear. These are rioters, pulling my badge off my chest. They ripped my radio off my vest, started pulling ammunition magazines from their holder on my belt. And then some guys started getting a hold of my gun, and they were screaming out, kill him with his own gun. At that point, it was just self-preservation. How do I survive this situation? And I thought about, using deadly force. I thought about shooting people. And then I just came to the conclusion that, if I was to do that, I might get a few, but I'm not going to take everybody, and they'll probably take my gun away from me, and that would definitely give them the justification that they were looking for to kill me if they already didn't have made that up in their minds. So the other option I thought of was, try to appeal to somebody's humanity. And I just remember yelling out that I have kids, and it seemed to work. Some people in the crowd started to encircle me and try to offer me some level of protection. And they gave, that provided me with enough time, or other officers, specifically my partner, Jimmy Albright, enough time to get to me and get me the hell out of there and back into the west front of the Capitol. A lot of people have asked me, my thoughts on the individuals in the crowd that, that helped me or try to offer some assistance. And I think kind of the conclusion I've come to is thank you, but you for being there.
Wow. Well, that's a guy who went through a fairly terrifying...
Not much respect for cops in that crowd.
Yeah, very surprising turnaround. Very surprising turnaround. I still remember the days. I'm old enough to remember where it was an incredible inciting and violent attack on American values to take a knee during the national anthem. And now you're probably too young to remember that. That was a long time ago.
It's ancient history. I read about it in school, I think.
Yeah.